Greetings, my fellow courtiers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Crusader Kings III, Rise of the Die. Episode 4, The Die is Cast. I'm going to pause for just a sec. And Seba, I'm going to have you be educated by my court physician? Is that the only person that... No. By my wife. Or... Actually... Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this daughter focus on something other than martial. So I'm going to have her be educated by Bongon here, who is a very good steward. And he has agreed I gain relationship with him, which is good. So here he is. He is grateful, respectful, trusting, so on and so forth. And then Seba, I want you to practice stewardship instead of martial. So your two siblings are going to be the fighters, and you're going to be the governor. Hey, Dem Tacos. Thank you for the resub. All right, question. Should I consider going to war with a neighbor? Leave that up to you. So I'm probably stronger than most of my neighbors. Currently, I have about 1,800 troops. So that gives me an edge on Nangquen, Kamdo, Nagku. I can't go to war with Nadoi because I currently have a peace treaty with him. Tsesong Nongpo, Nagormo. I could probably win any war except for one against Amdo. The only reason I might not win a war against Amdo is because of his allies. But I'm in a pretty good position because I've been investing in my troops pretty heavily. So I have 3 men of arms, regiments ready to go, and my levies are full. So I'm about as ready as ever. Oh, what is her traits? Yeah, let me see. Seba, you are also a genius. Damn! Man, I'm having some smart kids. So that's actually one of the reasons why my first wife, because you pick your own traits. I mean, you're able to pick your own ruler traits. So I picked the traits for Takni here, and I made him smart. I made him intelligent. And why I generally make sure that my wife also have really good traits to be inherited is so that we can have powerhouse kids. So our 3 kids are like going to potentially be some of the smartest children on the continent. The only problem with that is if you have a lot of children and you don't have clear inheritance and you don't work on how your earned and owned territory is split up when you die, then your heir can find themselves fighting their siblings. So you have to be careful of that. Is the TLDR. Okay, looks like you guys want to consider fighting a neighbor. So I'm going to type up some possibilities. Who should I fight? So there, I could do Northern County of Nangquen. So the Northern County of Nangquen would give me the possibility of earning the Duchy of Karmaleb, or Kumaleb, whatever it's called. So that's one possibility. Then another possibility would be I border Kamdo, and he kind of hates me. He low-key hates me. So I could just attack Kamdo and take a Kamdo County. Now, the Kamdo counties are part of the Kam Empire, or Kingdom, so they're not really all that helpful to me. But then there's also the Kamdo Duchy. So attacking Kamdo gives me a duchy title towards being the Duke of Kamdo. So there is a bit of a reason to do it. And then I could also potentially attack Nagku, a county of Nagku. And that would be really easy it doesn't really help me because it's part of the U kingdom. So it's probably the easiest war to win, but maybe the least profitable. Because the other problem is what ends up happening if I do that is if I own either of these two counties here, 1 or 2, that means that I then immediately border U, and U is a relatively powerful empire or kingdom. Then the other choices is Tsonggongpo. Take a county of TSONUNPO. So the advantage of that is right now he has a pretty good defensive force. Does he have an ally? He must have. No allies. This is part of the Amdo Kingdom, so I'm going to probably eventually want that as well. I could also attack this guy. Take a northern county of Qingtang. So the reason to do this is he's a relatively easy target. It's kind of distant, but because he's a relatively easy target, his northern 2 counties belong to the Kingdom of Amdo. If you take a look here, they're part of the Amdo Kingdom. So if we do want to claim the Amdo Kingdom, his counties are part of it, and he is not a particularly well-defended person. And then lastly, Nagormo. So taking account of Nagormo is currently in a war. They're in a war where they're winning, but they're in a war with Amdo. And again, they're part of the Amdo Kingdom, and I'm eventually going to need to peel territory off of them. And if I took... The only disadvantage there is if I took territories that I don't necessarily border with, I do open myself up to even more neighbors than I previously had. So, like, if I took this county here, then all of a sudden I start to border Tsongnongpo, which I never bordered before. So it does open me up to potentially new enemies. But I'm totally fine with that. So there's the poll. You have 2.5 minutes to vote on while I just slowly build up my forces. So who's fighting down here? Oh, wrong map. These guys are being raided. Okay, it's just a raid. Oh, stop preaching garbage. What is wrong with you, lady? I can't ever gain piety because you keep preaching sacrilegious garbage. It's ridiculous. Oh, man. Hate when your religious leader decides that they are... Wow, that came down to 41. Yikes. That's a close fight. But hey, I'm on the map. I'm definitely bigger. I doubled my landmass, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I started with 3 counties. Now I have 6. And I did that in 6 years? No, 8 years. Not terrible. Especially given that I'm a lunatic. Whoop-a-doo, whoop-a-doo. Okay. Looks like the northern county of Nangquen is going to be it. So... let's declare that war. First things first, let's move the rally flag. I'm going to move it onto my capital. And just double check they don't have any secret allies. They don't. So I'm going to want to take exactly that county. You knew it. Declare war. Raise armies. So the other thing about this is this is the first county that has a different faith than I do. And a different culture than I do. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. What I could do as a result is I can put my faith head to try to convert the county if I win, and my culture head to try to promote the culture if I win. But those things take generations to change. They are not a slow process. So I will poll you about whether I do that or not. That will be left up to you. And even though I'm asking for Chindu, it's going to be probably most beneficial if I take their capital. Because their capital is going to have more money. They have 18 loot for me to loot. So, although I'm out for the county, I don't mind some free gold, right? Nobody expected the Rhadamant Inquisition. On the contrary, I think all my viewers did. You knew what you were getting into. I like how their army just bounced. Their army's like, yeah, no. We out. Where are you going? He's literally running in the opposite direction, like entirely. He went south and then east. You do know I'm at war with you, dude. Let battle be joined. He's doing something weird. Alright, I don't care about that contract, so I'm going to right-click that. If you ever want to get any of these back, you can just reset them to show the things that you've hidden. The one thing that maybe you CK3 veterans know better, but like an event log, does it exist? I've not been able to find it. If you accidentally sweep away one of the notifications, is there a log to show you it? Because I don't think there is. And that makes no sense to me. But yeah, let me know if you know better than I, because I don't think that there is one. Oh, here they go. Now they're moving. Not as far as you know, there is no log. Yeah, like, what's the deal? Do we not have, are we not literate? Like, what the heck? So the other thing I wanted to poll about, and I guess now is a good time as ever, is what innovation to be working towards. So innovations is basically research. So these innovations will unlock different, like, buildings and technologies. So we do have fort moats. So military. I'm just going to call this military. So banners and moats are under military. We already have barracks. And then mustering grounds is also military, which adds men-arms, regiment max. We have civic. So civic would be Gavelkind, which is inheritance laws, city planning to be able to build new buildings, plenary assemblies to be able to build a larger tribal hold, which is the capital, crop rotation. So that allows us to unlock more economic tribal area economic buildings or cause for war to be able to use individual cause for war to go to war with others. And then there's no regional or cultural, because these are locked. These are in Iberia. So it's just military civic. And then when you pick military civic, I'm going to then write up the specific technologies in that broad umbrella so that you can pick specifics to what you will. So you decide. Is there a mod for that? It's a future DLC for $6. Oh god, that's probably true. No, if they ever add an event log, it will be free. I hope. Dear Lord, I hope. Alright, so he's trying to besiege Kormaleb. Kormaleb's control is so horrible, and their loot is basically near zero, that I don't mind taking his capital for my, like, county I don't care much for. So that's a good trade. But even then, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to win this this battle here, and then I'm going to purposely march back through my own territory, replenishing my troops, because my troops have been, through attrition, my troops have been whittled down a little bit, and then counterattack at Kormaleb, or Kumaleb. I don't know how to pronounce it. Wow. It's a straight tie so far. All right. Amdo, you're getting your butt kicked. I actually want Nagormo to win, because I can fight Nagormo. I can't really fight Amdo, so if Amdo loses this war, that's good for me. How's this sway campaign going? 13 more months. I'm going to change my sway target to my spy master, which is weird, I know. Spy master, sway yourself. Buy flowers for yourself and then drink a lot. Not remember that you sent flowers to yourself, and then flowers show up and you're like, oh, so nice. He thought of me. That's how that's going to go. All right, if you haven't voted yet, it's pretty dang close. You just got a few seconds left. So this siege is done very soon. It's winter. All right, it's tied. I'll flip a coin. Heads will be... Boop. Heads will be... Civic. Military will be tails. It is heads, so it's civic. So what civic innovation should we push towards? That's not the right thing. Here it is. So, what civic innovation to focus on? Now, you do get progress to like all of them, but the one you focus on is the one that is preferenced. So, Gavelkind is inheritance. It's inheritance law. Then we have city planning. More and better buildings. I'm just going to oversimplify these. Plenary assemblies, which is larger capitals. Crop rotation. Economic buildings. And then cause for war, casus belli. Using a cause for war. Which is maybe not that important, because I can just go to war with whoever I want. But whatever. Done. You vote on what we focus on. The Punisher, thank you for the resub. Alright, here we go. Siege 1. Interesting that I attacked their capital and I didn't capture any important people. I would have really thought I would. So now what I'm doing is I'm holding shift to queue up a progression of movement. Oh, and we have something else to vote on in a second as well. I might just choose this one because I have a poll up. My wife eagerly brings a man before me. My high chieftain, allow me to introduce you to Gunyiri, a claimant to the chiefdom of Garko. So the chiefdom of Garko is what? Owned currently by... Where is it? Oh, it's way west. It's part of the Nagku kingdom. He bows before me. It is an honor, my lord. Sadly, Garko will most likely remain out of my grasp without a beneficiary on my side. So I can have him join my court to try to push his claim. I can tell him, good luck with that. Or I can imprison him, but is an act of tyranny. I'll add him to my court. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Betrothed can marry. Who? My courtier and his spouse. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Oh, to Kanye. Sure. I don't think... Oh! No. That all right. That did not make me an alliance. It's just one of the people in my court is married to someone of her court. Did that courtier leave? Who was that courtier? I wasn't even really paying attention, if I'm honest. So this guy here has a useful claim to press. No. This is the bleeder. Who's the one with the useful claim? Where'd he go? Oh yeah, here he is. So he has a useful claim to press, which gives me a cause for war. If I ever want to attack Nagpu, I can take the northern county And it's a just war because he has some sort of claim on it. He's like a relative or something. Oh, he's also killed people. Nice. Good job, dude. I haven't even killed anyone. All right, so you guys want crop rotations as an innovation? And let me go do that. Oh, can I even change my fascination? Why isn't it not letting me change? Because I'm paused? Oh, I'm not the culture head. I'm a moron. The culture head is, yeah, okay. So I'll do crop rotations as soon as I'm the culture head, but I need to knock Amdo down a notch to be able to be the one that picked this stuff. I totally forgot about that. All right, so his army is trying to escape mine, but in 8 days, there is no escape. And here's the battle. So he's an open terrain expert, which doesn't really help you in the mountains. And he does have more martial skill. Wow. He has a lot of martial skill. But I'm a rough terrain expert and aggressive attacker. Although we did... Hey, we killed one of his champions. But our champions are getting wounded quite a lot here, but we'll win. Luckily, I do have a doctor. I have a court physician who's got a little bit of skill. Not a lot, but enough that this won't kill us, I hope. And I captured Chime. So Chime was one of the ones that that wounded one of my champions. I could kill him if I choose to. Should we execute Chime? There's also something to be said for, I haven't really decided what to do with Tenzing here. He's still wounded. Yeah, I could let him out or force recruit him. So the other options here is negotiating the release to force them to convert, to gain a weak hook, which is like to exert influence, or to forcibly recruit. And the same could be done with Tenzing here. I haven't decided to do anything with that. Letting them out does drop our dread a little bit, but I'm not trying to be a dreadful leader. So my dread is only 15, and that's only because I have served the crown here. But I have no built-up dread of my own. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, let's go take Chindu. So I have to attack that city. How good is Chime? Yeah, let me show you. So he has a prowess of 21, very high. Not a lot of other useful skills. He's diligent, lustful, arbitrary, tough soldier, blade master, and a rough terrain expert. And the trading outpost just got done, giving me a little bit more monthly income. Nice. So they are now repositioning to likely try to attack something important, I'd imagine. Or maybe to retake Nongquen. Yeah, that's what they're doing. All right, see you there. You guys don't want to execute him. Should I consider recruiting any prisoners? And Amdo, you are... Ah, no, he's fighting back now. He's lost some counties, but he's regaining steam. Previously, it was like negative 40 or something. Our champion maimed one of theirs. Maimed his steward. our champion was wounded by Nima. Nima has now wounded 2 of my champions, I think. Splat. Alright, I am going to command this myself now. And I'm going to try to go intercept where they are fleeing to. Commanding it myself so that I can build up more martial experience, and commanding my own troops comes with a bit of a bonus as well. Hey, Dodo, thank you for the resub. But I'm out for blood. I'm just chasing them down at the moment. So 2 days and we fight. So there we go. Wow, 30? Yeah, he just keeps getting stronger. He's like Hydra or something. So it looks like you guys want to consider recruiting prisoners. Who should I recruit? The Knight, the Spy Master. Or I guess both. What is my war percentage? 85. I'm very close to winning this war. All I would really need to do is to siege the barony of Triwang, and I would have it. I just captured Nima. Oh, the dude that has been wounding everybody. So here is Nima. He has a prowess of 18, and he's been the champion to hurt my champions. And I'm aiming to just end the war now. Because I don't need to keep murdering it. You know, are you going to go straight for Nungquen? Yeah, you are. Okay, I have to keep beating you up then. This is on you, dude. I didn't want to, but you're forcing my hand. Because I don't want them to retake a city. Because my war score will drop. So it looks like you guys want me to do both. What to do with Nima? Execute, recruit, other. I could just release them too. You know, I don't have to. So you wanted Chime. I'm going to demand conversion, weak hook, and recruit. He'll accept it. No, I'm going to drop the weak hook. So he's going to convert to our religion, and I'll recruit him. And then Tenzing will do the same. So they're going to be of our religion, and they're going to be in our court. You have no choice but to accept. So here is... Where's Chime? Who are you? Who the heck are you? Oh, you're the bleeder. Yeah, that's right. Here's Tenzing. My courier now in the court. Where the heck is Chime? Oh wow, Bongon lost an eye. And got brutally mauled by Nima. Ouch. That's downright rotten. Alright, there he goes. Now he is accepted. So here he is as a prowess fighter in my my champions. He's not currently part. I would have to disband this army and then redraft everybody for him to actually be included in my champions. Oh, my counselor just died in battle. That is not good. He was my marshal, so I don't have a good replacement at the moment. I'm going to put this 16-year-old girl as marshal, because why not? She's pregnant, but she's capable. I can always reconsider at a later date. And it looks like you guys want me to recruit Nima as well. Ah, my tutor and champion just died in that battle as well. I did capture Dar, who's who was the chancellor for Nangquen, though. Absolutely no prowess skill whatsoever, but he's been captured. So with that in mind, I do need a new tutor. So before I go any further... Oh, no, my court tutor was Godin. Never mind. So the ally slain was Belpa. Belpa was... Belpa was the marshal that I had, that I already replaced. Now, I think that Tenzing, the spy that I just recruited, would be a good marshal. Except for he's currently wounded. He also has some terrible traits. He's fickle, gluttonous, and lustful. And he's more of a spy than anything else. I'm not sure what to do with him. I don't know exactly why you had me recruit him, because he doesn't serve any immediate purposes unless my spy master kills over and dies. And my acquaintance Bongon died. Seba's educator Bongon died. How did he die? He must have succumbed to his brutally mauling from Nima. So I do have an empty spot for steward. And I'm going to put my court physician as steward again. She was previously the steward. And then the guardian that I had for my daughter is going to need to be replaced. So educate... your focus was stewardship, so let's pick a steward to educate you. And that's going to be the physician. Battles can be brutal, dude. Battles can be very brutal. Chrome, thank you for the resub. Especially given that they had powerful champions. So, I don't know what to do with Dar. He's pretty useless. He might not even survive, honestly. But Nima, you guys wanted me to convert and recruit. And he'll accept. He hates me, but he'll accept. Alright, so then, if I take a look at my champions, here's Nima. And Chime, who I have forced into my service. And I'm going to start swaying Chime. Because I don't want my champions to hate me. That is breeding grounds for an assassination attempt. So, despite the fact that I forced them to convert and forced them to join, I will show them a hand rather than a closed fist. I think it's pretty reasonable. At this point, no matter what, I'm going to try to grab this barony here. Because this is what the war score is being held up by. I'm basically maxed out because I don't hold the northern county. So I want this war to be over so that the troops can start to regroup. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build up in the unpronounceable Zidoi city. Oh man, I don't know how to say that. I'm going to build a market as well. And then I'm going to make sure that these two counties are held by my son. Because if they're held by my son, he will benefit from their development. So I'm going to focus on these two, Zidoi and Zadoi, or however you pronounce it, so that they are a power base for future rulers. Amdo must have spent some prestige to call in allies here. Let's see. No, he didn't. Oh, no, he did. Wait, is this... Yeah, this is Amdo. So Amdo did signal in... Who did he signal? Why did I click that? He signaled in... He signaled in these guys to come help. Okay, whatever, if you're willing to wait a year for them to show up. Interesting choice. Very interesting. And another perk. Hard rule. So I gain more dread. I progress siege against revolts quicker, and then the factions that can conspire underneath me are weaker. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to eventually work towards Overseer, which is for some stewardship, control, growth, and martial. And then I can pick a new tree, Gallant, which is like a personal knight fighting tree, or strategist, which is like a war leader tree. Or alternatively, you can even, although it's a bad choice, honestly, but you can change entire lifestyles as well. So you can go from martial to like stewardship or something like that. Why it's a bad choice is I gain 40% bonus experience for martial ones, but if I changed, I wouldn't get that. It might be possible for my children to change, however. So like, for instance, for my daughter to change, because if she doesn't get a really good education in martial experience, she does have genius, which gives her 30% for whatever branch that she wants. I am intelligent, so I do get 15% for whatever branch I want, or 20% rather, for whatever I want, but that 20 plus 6, 40, obviously I level up in martial a lot faster as a result of having brilliant strategist and intelligent plus the base. So it's ideal. Oh boy. So Song Nong Gompo, that's just attacked Guyi up north. I think their war just started. Mado is at, I'm still in a forced truce with them, but they haven't rebuilt and they can't because they only own one county now. Amdo just got attacked by someone else. Wait. Oh no, he's an idiot. He decided to go into a two-front war against Nagku here for whatever reason. But he is being aided by his ally. That's what's going on. So Konyi and Amdo is teaming up on Nagku because they're very, very weak at the moment. And I think Amdo and Konyi knew it. And Nagormo just can't seal the deal against Amdo trying to capture this new county here. Yu is in a bunch of alliances, but they're not currently moving on anyone. They're the ones to watch. They're scary strong compared to everyone else. Kamdo is just sitting there, not doing anything, not expanding. Boyle is currently defending against Dazyul in the south. And then these guys, the Latak, are just sitting there. And the Lingsong are sitting there as well. Alright, here we go. I'm about to grab the fort, and then if I re-grab their capital after grabbing their fort, I will absolutely, positively, no chance will win this fight. This war, I mean. But I own the county that I wanted. And I've worn them down to basically nothing. They don't really have a force anymore. Even if they do have the advantage, they lose hard. And I'm known for my dedication to my faith. For now, until the Purahit here, like, preaches some nonsense. Because God knows he's going to do that. So there's a lot of loot here in their capital. So I get to win the war and grab a whole bunch of loot. 18 more gold. That's going to be nice. I just need to make sure that that last army doesn't go back up to Chindu and recap it, because that would be annoying. I do want this war to end. I don't want it to go on forever. So you're sitting there doing nothing, sitting there doing nothing, sitting there doing nothing, but you're in alliance with someone far away? Yeah, very far away. Chime was swayed. So I'm only at negative 4 with him now, with that knight. What do I do with Dar? Execute, release, recruit. So he has 0 prowess skills, so he couldn't really fight for me. He doesn't have any other skills that are particularly useful. I could release him, I could gain a hook on him, or I could execute him for piety. All friends and lovers of him will hate that if I execute him, but he only has one friend, which is the Marshal of Nangpu. So, and they're barely friends. They're not even friends. They're +3, so they're not technically friends. Give you 1 more minute to vote on that. But it does look... I might resolve that even faster, because I think when this battle is over, I might not get the chance to execute him. So let's go do that. Our first execution. Gain some free piety. Nice. Sorry, dude. You're dead. Put you out of your misery. And the war is won. I also just captured his son? Yep. Alright, so let's enforce the... Oh, you know what? Oh. I am going to ransom and then settle the war. I want more money. So even though I ransomed him, I've captured enough of the territory that I still win. Enforcing the demands. Done. And disbanding my armies. So now I have Chindu. I'm definitely going to need to add control, but also I'm above my domain limit. So I want to give Bakwin to my son. That's so that he owns both Bakwin and Sog. So to my heir, I grant Chiefdom of Bakwin. So he owns Sog and Bakwin, which is part of the same duchy. And then I believe if I had the money, could create the Duke of Kumaleb. But I don't think I want to, because if I build up a bunch of Duke titles and I don't pass them on to my son, then my son has to fight other dukes for power. So it's not necessarily in your best interest to create duchies titles unless you know that you can pass them on to your heir. Truong here has some disabled buildings because I don't have the technology for them. So this building here, this wooden barracks, does not work. It gives you the tooltip. A disabled building provides no benefits to its owner. While there may be reasons a building is disabled, most common is that it's the wrong government type. It's because I have a tribal government, and that is a feudal building. So it's not doing anything for me. The whole castle, for instance, is not doing anything for me. Because will re-enable next month, but the wooden barracks maybe won't re-enable. I'll see. We'll wait a month. I don't think it does. I think Golog is about to absorb Madoy. Yeah. All right. They are of a totally different kingdom, so maybe it doesn't concern me. I think what I'm going to do right now is, in my home, I am going to build... Oh, you know what? I need a little bit more prestige. Should I host a feast? So I'll explain this option while you vote on it. So hosting a feast, you spend a little money, and you host a feast, and the feast will have some random events happen during it. Generally speaking, unless you're really unlucky, hosting a feast will grant you prestige, which can, because my prestige is really low, which would potentially allow me to do more things like attacking and annexations and the like. Right now, I can only declare war on people of my own religion where I use piety to claim their counties. So I'm a little restricted in the wars that I can take because I don't have a lot of prestige right now. Some of the other options is going on a pilgrimage, which is building up your piety, but I'm not at a lack of piety, or attempting suicide, which is obviously not something I want to do right now because I am still young, even if I'm a little, crazy. I'm only 29. Still got plenty of good years left. And I'm not going to consider going to another war. I do want to build up my levies before I do that. Because if I have depleted levies, I look like an easy target for my neighbors to attack. So, bit of a disadvantage if I do that. Who are you? You were... Wow, you're a really good martial strategist. I could force you to recruit for you to become my, my marshal. I think I'm going to just make that decision while you vote on that. So let's go negotiate, release, convert, recruit. Yes. You'll accept. Excuse me, you'll accept. And then, sorry, Tong, but he gets the job. And now I am going to sway him. Oh, he speaks an entirely different language. He speaks... What language does he speak? Yeah, he speaks a different language because he's of a different culture. So he speaks, like Mongolian. Whatever. As long as he can command troops. And that, his added martial skill should allow for regaining control of Kumaleb and Chindu more quickly. Taking a look at other potential swap-ups. There is a potential swap for Tenzing for my Spymaster. He is a little bit more intrigue than the current Spymaster. The thing is, Tenzing doesn't really like me, and I don't want to... I'm trying to focus on who I sway. Thank you for tuning in to Crusader Kings III Rise of the Die, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that stayed till the end of the credits. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Adios.